Before we do the offering, I want to invite Josh Wright up here. Come on up and pick up the microphone on the way. The last few months we've talked about wanting to fill a position, connections ministry leader, and we have filled it, and that is Josh Wright. And so I want to bring him up for a couple minutes to say a few things. And welcome, Josh. Okay. Some of you know Josh. Some of you don't. So first, Josh, is it on?
Hello.
Oh, here you are. So first, Josh, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Josh Wright. I'm actually originally from South Dakota. I moved to the Napa area in 2009 to be with my now wife, Roxana, who most of you know is a Stephen ministry leader. And most of my career, I've been managing social media platforms for a company, like managing their engagement and things like that. So, there we go. So, basically, like, my passion has always been interacting with the public, interacting with people on social media, helping manage reputation, and so that's what I do for a career, and it kind of led me into doing this as a volunteer basis for the church, and then now I'm doing it as a position.
That's right. And what this position is, again, Connections Ministry, it's helping connect people within the church, outside the church and school community. It's about outreach and it's about inreach. It's all of that. And it's a new position, and we're charting the way as we go forward. A big part of connecting people today is in the use of technology. And that's where some of Josh's skills and expertise can be a help in stepping up our game. One thing we're focusing on right now at the beginning is our use and function of social media. But understand, Connections Ministry leader, actually connecting is all of us. So how can people be involved in that? How can they be involved in how our use of social media and online can be a benefit to the church and connecting people?
So there's two big kind of things that I'm working on that I want to try and move forward with. The first is something that everybody can do. Everybody in the congregation here, online, just pretty much throughout wherever you're at, whether you're on vacation, is just going on our different social media platforms, whether you're on Facebook, on Instagram, part of the St. John's family group. Look at the posts that we have that are there. If something about it really inspires you, comment, let us know. Put your thoughts on it. If there's something that you want to add, contribute, please do so. Add those things to our Facebook pages, our Instagram posts. At the same time, going in and sharing stuff. So if, like, for example, we just put a video up about the service this Sunday where Pastor Michael is going to be talking about prayer. Well, if you listened to that post and it really inspired you, share it with the people on your feed. We're going to get that word out. Those people are going to be more engaged and potentially comment. Who knows, they might even tune in to our YouTube service or our Facebook service and watch online. And, because of social media, the walls of the church are no more. It's now the walls of the world. And we can reach numerous people all over the place. Secondly is I'm looking to get a team of moderators. A moderator is somebody who goes into our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Instagram page, and acts on behalf of St. John's and talks to people. So if somebody puts a request out for a prayer, a moderator would be somebody that would go in and actually reply to that person and let them know, hey, yeah, we'll definitely pray for you. Hey, if you want to get together and talk, we've got, options. It would be a way to connect people to Stephen Ministries. It would be a way to connect people to Pastor Mike, to different Bible studies, Bible groups, and even bring people into the church itself for Sunday worship. So if you're interested in doing that, definitely let me know, because I will be walking everybody who wants to do that through moderating. And it'll be something that you would do not only, during the week, but even here at church when we're streaming live and people are talking on the stream. It would be really cool if we could have people that are here in person still engaging with the people that are on the stream to make them feel even more welcome and more a part of our congregation.
Yeah, very good. So yes, I mean, these are all ways in which we can be helpful and involved. But connecting people is not just online, it's also in person. As those of us here in the sanctuary right now, we're connecting in person. And some of the other things we'll be wanting to develop is enhancing that. And one way is better welcoming people who are guests or visitors with us. And we're talking about some things to do out on the patio and so forth. So
one of the things that I remember when I first started coming to St. John's way back in 2009, 2010 was my wife and I came in, and I was looking for a Missouri Synod Lutheran Church because that's what I grew up with in the Midwest. And we sat down, and we didn't know anybody. Like, Roxana had never been to this church. She didn't know any friends, anybody like that. So we just came on a whim to come to this church. And Lisa actually walked up to us and introduced herself, and we found out that she had family that went to a church that I went to back in South Dakota. Crazy connection. So with that, it's made me think about, now that we're outside of COVID and people are coming back into the church, how can we get that type of connection with people that come in and visit? We're the Napa Valley, so we have numerous visitors, numerous tourists that come in, and they might pop in for service. So one of the things that we're looking at is setting a table up in the back where we're going to bring back the greeters. And the greeters say hello, give information about the church, things that we have going on, but at the same time also just be that welcoming face when the person comes in. The other thing is I'm going to encourage all of you, look around, see somebody you don't know, say hello to them, introduce yourself, invite them to join for the coffee fellowship after the service. Just anything to kind of introduce. And, it's possible that they may be members of the church, but because we've been so segregated and so divided with COVID and then the two services, you may find out that, hey, this person's been going here for 12 years and I never even knew their name. So it's definitely a great way to really build our internal and external connections.
And then one more thing that you'll be hearing more about is more fellowship events. Church picnics, barbecue, Oktoberfest is in the works for the fall. So things that we can come together and just be together. So anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is, if you are interested in wanting to be a greeter or if you want to be a part of that, please come up and, see me. You can also email me at the email address that's up on the board. That is a direct email for our social media group and team. You can also talk to Pastor Mike. And if you're interested in doing the moderation, also please let me know either by emailing me or connecting with me, and we'll set up some time to kind of go over the rules of the road, so to speak, when it comes to moderation and acting on behalf of another entity.
Okay, very good. One more thing I just thought of that we talked about is also if you're at a church event, worship, whatever, and you take a picture, you think it's a good picture? Send it to there. It might be something that we want to post. So, very good.